This is CryptiasCharts here again. Okay, let's start with SPX. Last macro high, yearly open. Bearish daily block. Why is it bearish daily block? This last uptrend candle prior to the move down for retesting the yearly open. From there we have been marking back up. So far it's a bearish retest on the daily. But we are still holding up to macro high, so we still can range here, push up, and break out to the upside. So when I'm looking for shorts, if it loses a macro high, the red line is the start of the start of the local uptrend here. Liquidity is resting below here as well. So what I expect is, like, if we lose the last macro high, so the black level, we're gonna tap here, reject, and trade it, and this will be the trigger, stop loss, to trade it back to the yearly open. If it does this, every reclaim of the macro high, it's a long back to the box. Every range here, it's a reaccumulation for a move up. If we lose the yearly open, I expect to get all those liquidity, to take all those liquidity right into the red dotted line, and as you can see, there's a small inefficiency gap right below it. So that will be my main target if we lose yearly open. And right now in between here is all scalp. So let's go to the 4 hour, then I can show you what I have been laying out last week. There was the pivotal block that I've been talking about. So every reclaim here, this will be the trigger to long into the box, the bearish block. If we are trading below, this here will be the trigger, stop loss, to scalp back into here. So within this area and this area, it's still a scalping area. Swing above there, short swing below there. In between here, still scalp area. So let's go to gold. Gold, this is what I have been laying out last week. I didn't send it out yet, but it was part of my plan. What we have here is the same like SPX. You know, a broken bearish block, retested it, move down, range, then I want to see it continuing to the block. What are those red lines? The red lines are basically the liquidity areas which has not been taken, or just have been testing to the T. This one is the only one who got taken, so I do expect if we start to range here, we're gonna tap here and maybe wick into this box. Below here, with the bearish rejection, we can trade it back up to the red because we did not take anything here prior to the move up. And what goes if we are breaking that? Then we go back to the monthly levels right there. And let me check for the daily. As you see in the daily as well, we have a liquidity void here. It's a 4 hour liquidity void, so if we lose the red, I do expect to fill that void prior to any move up. So maybe something like this, trade it back into the trend. As long as the trend is not breaking, we cannot position for a swing up. Of course we can if the trend is breaking, we are going a lot higher than the anticipated. So what we're gonna do is, if the field is void, the void is filled, I mean, we range here, reaccumulate back to the trend, reaccumulate around the trend, and bring up. So if that happens, we will keep looking to ride the trend up. So what we're gonna do is try to build a long position. So let's go to the euro. The euro has had a bullish retest and quite a bullish close. The block here is on it's a 4-hour block. I will zoom out later. Zoom in later to show you what's up. So we got a range high here, range low there, as being laid out before. Only at shorts below the red line, so we can trade up lower. Right now, we are still in the scalp area between the red. Longs above the upper red level here, and this will be my trigger to enter a swing long. As you can see, the daily is still bullish, the trend is still up. We have been trending up, ranging, deviated, tested, swing up. So I do expect we're gonna tap here as long as the trend is holding. And what I meant with deviation is this part. Successful retest here, created another trend. So as long as this trend is holding, I do expect we're gonna move up. If this breaks, we have a bearish momentum change. So what we want to see is lower high all the time. So if it trends something like this, and no matter what, below the red is a trending move down. So we want to, if that happens, I want to ride it. The pound, bearish below the red, then we have a clear deviation here. Where did the level stop? Where did the price reject? Is the weekly bearish candle. We have been filling the void here, the liquidity void. So if it's bearish, it should start moving down like this the upcoming next weeks. If it's bullish, then we should close above this black level, range a bit, and trade it back up into the box. The swing starts above the box, and we will trade it back up to fill up this void here, and the main target will be there. As you can see as well, the high is being made here. We took the stops right there on the weekly candle, wicked through the liquidities level, and we moved down. Here we had a bullish weekly engulfing, claim the lows, the 1.20831, and from then we have been pushing back to the range high. So we are still trading in the weekly range here. So, and now we go to Bitcoin. Weekly candle, we have a huge weekly resistance here. It starts from the 13.8 up to the 16.3. So the red level is a 4-hour level that I've been finding, maybe a hidden level. So if we have a bearish start of the week, like next Monday, we can wake up there and start sell off to test a local weekly SR. The local weekly SR is at $12.472. Okay, then we zoom in on the daily. I've been marking our lower time frame range already. Where are we right now? We are having a, as you can see, we have a trending move and we start to lose momentum like here now. It's ranging. I do not know yet whether if it's re-accumulating prior to the move up, or we are distributing here to maybe re-accumulating here to go back up. So something like this. So let's go to the 4-hour, and that is the range I've been talking about. I've been marking out the range. We have been holding the daily level. So far we are rejecting this whole area here. We have deviated above the range here, like here. So I do expect to trade it back up here, and maybe in early start of the week, like next Monday, Tuesday. Maybe we're gonna test already the weekly SR level, the local weekly SR, to fill up this void here and have a bullish bounce. So maybe bounce back up, and this will be the trigger for a possibly swing entry to the upside. Spring retest of the reaccumulation range, tap, tap, back in, trend back up. So here will be definitely still the first targets to take profit. Above here we traded back up to 13.8, and above there it's then we will see what's up. So far so good. The failure of the move, the whole up move, we will start looking if we start to close below here with a bearish rejection, traded back below here. Yeah, Bitcoin is on a quite high price right now, high priced. So the ranges and the price and the scope areas where we are locating in is quite wide. So manage your risk proper and don't get liquidated or making losses all the time. So Ethereum, nothing has been changing much. Right now we are trading as laid out above here. I want to see the market reaction in this area here as being laid out here for ages already. I will be ranging. We didn't have the spike yet, but just a spike into the range high, reaccumulated, push up, and maybe forming another range. We still got a void to fill up there. As being laid out long time already, the swing starts above here. Below here, the red, scalp down, and scalp. So how the daily looks like. Okay. So here's what we see as well. We deviated on top, most likely if we close below here. Then we can trade it back down here. If we start raging here again and we reclaim, means we can take a scalp long into the bearish block here and the second target there. So far so good. Right now I don't think we're gonna fall back below and trigger a lot of shorts or trap a lot of shorters inside the range to right after we reclaim the red and trade it back up. So basically it's this or this right now. So let's see what's going on. So that's it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed my fast analysis over the legacy market and crypto. If you have any questions, feel free to message me, ask, and yeah, I will answer as much as possible and as promptly as possible. So yeah, stay safe, guys.